is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. Not a verb. State governors. The Old Testament. Ouch. World facts. And NBA retired jerseys. Where do we begin, player 1? Capable, succeed, accomplish. It's player 1. That's correct. Player 1, paint, brush, easel. It's player 1. Yes. Player 1, pick again. Wind, wander, wonderful. It's player 1. Good for you. You again, player 1. Salt, pepper, sage. It's player 1. Right. Please pick again, player 1. Candor, center, canter. Yes, player 1? Right. We return to you, player 1. Elected in 2003, this governor made his totally fantastic film debut in 1970's Hercules Goes Bananas. Player 2. Yep. All right, This patriot, known for his bold signature, died in 1793 while serving his 9th term as governor of Massachusetts. It's player 1. That is correct. Where do we begin? By law, this ex-Texas governor can never be elected U.S. president again. Player 1? Hey, you're right. Player 1? He was elected governor of Arkansas at age 32. Let's hear it, player 2. That's correct. Player 2. Hamilton Fish, Enos T. Throop, and George Pataki have served as governors of this state. It's player 1. Yep. Player 1, where do we start? This book says Noah's Ark was 300 cubits in length, making it about 500 feet long. Let's hear it, player 3. Yes. Player 3, Jacob and this other twin son of Rebekah even struggled against each other in their mother's womb. Player 1? Good. Player 1. In Samuel 28, the prophet Samuel appears to King Saul and predicts his defeat by this group. Okay, player 1. Yep. We return to you. According to the Bible, she was not only Abraham's wife, she was also his half-sister. Let's hear it, player 3. Good for you. Player 3. Deuteronomy may mean second law, but it's this number book of the Old Testament. It's player 2. That is correct. All right, let's get back into this. Player 2 has control of the board. The rheumatoid type of this is 3 times as common in women as in men. It's player 1. That's right. Way to go. A lot of clues. When these are less than 5 minutes apart and last about a minute, you're in labor, and the fun is just beginning. Okay, player 2. Correct. Player 2. Here's Kelly.
Look out! A symbol depicting waves, a skull and crossbones, and a person fleeing warn that a device is a source of this.
Let's hear it, player 2. Hey, you're right. Player 2. Per the Major League Baseball injury report, Randy Johnson missed his last regular season start of 2006 due to back these. It's player 1. Yes. Player 1. An amputee may suffer real pain from this ghostly type of limb. Let's hear it, player 3. Correct. A lot of clues, a lot of categories, player 3. Lots of peridot has been found on the island of Zeebrugge in this colorful sea off Africa. Yes, player 3. Yep. Player 3. Jimmy will present this clue.
Built with Andrew Carnegie's gift, the Peace Palace in this Dutch city houses the International Court of Justice.
Player 2. Right.
Yeah!
Okay, let's get back. 1/3 of the people in this South American country live in Montevideo. Most of its 15 million sheep don't. Okay, player 2. Yes. Player 2. Hordes of people know that Ulaanbaatar is this ancient Asian nation's capital. Player 3. You got it. Player 3. Mount Shikara in these mountains is the highest peak in Georgia. The country, not the state. Okay, player 1. Right. Player 1, where do we start? Los Angeles Lakers, number 32. Okay, player 2. Hey, you're right. All right, let's get back. Philadelphia 76ers, number 6. Let's hear it, player 1. Good. Player 1, start us. It's the Daily Double. And you have the lead. How much? The clue, Boston Celtics, number 33. You have maintained your lead. Way to go. You again, player 1. Indiana Pacers, number 31. Okay, player 2. Good for you. Here's the $1,000 clue for you. New York Knicks, number 33. Player 3. That is correct. Player 3 is going first in Double Jeopardy when we come back following this. And we have 2 daily doubles awaiting you in these categories. 1960s TV. Islands. The 1920s. Brit Speak. Playwrights. And Body Basics. Player 3, you start us off. First aired on September 30th, 1963, Opie the Birdman has become a classic episode of this sitcom. Yes, player 1? Good. Okay, let's get back in. The never-used lyrics of its theme song were written by Gene Roddenberry. Player 2. That is correct. Player 2. On The Addams Family, Ted Cassidy played not only Lurch, but this disembodied hand as well. It's player 2. You got it. On August 29th, 1967, he finally caught up with the one-armed man. Okay, player 1. Good. All right, let's get back. In 1964, Mary Tyler Moore won her first Emmy as this new Rochelle housewife. Player 1. That is correct. Please pick again, player 1. This U.S. Commonwealth lies about 70 miles across the Mona Passage from the Dominican Republic. Yes, player 2. Yes. Okay, let's get back. Here's Jimmy. He'll show you.
The indigenous name of this island, home to the famous Moai statues, is Rapa Nui.
Okay, player 3. Right. Player 3. A chain of shoals known as Adams Bridge stretches between India and this nation. Okay, player 3. Yep. Player 3. This large island's 2 highest peaks lie in the Maoke Mountains. Okay, player 2. Right. A lot of clues. That's it. The first of the 2 daily doubles. You're in second now, but with an opportunity to catch up a bit. And the clue. This large Italian island in the Mediterranean lies just 7 miles south of Corsica. That's correct. We return to you, player 2. On January 7, 1927, transatlantic phone service began as the president of AT&T called this world capital. Okay, player 1. That's correct. Player 1. Chicago gangster Dion O'Banion, who started the practice of lavish arrangements at mob funerals, had this civilian trade. Player 3? You are correct. Player 3? Competition from the new Chevrolet spurred Henry Ford to introduce this new model in 1927. Yes, Player 3? Right you are. Player 3? Fresh out of Columbia University in 1923, he debuted at the age of 20 with the New York Yankees. It's Player 1. That's correct. A lot of clues. This evangelist made plenty of headlines in the 1920s, like in 1926 when she claimed to have been kidnapped. Okay, Player 3. Yep. Player 3, make a selection, please. Nigel likes his eggs with rashers, also known as this. It's Player 1. Good. All right, let's get... It's the British word for a merry-go-round or a traffic circle. Let's hear it, Player 2. That's correct. Player 2. An all-male school wouldn't have an alumni reunion, but a gathering of these, part of the network of them. Player 2. Good for you. Player 2. It can mean having a healthy rosy color or be a British intensifier like bloody. Yes, Player 1? That's right. Way to go. Player 1? Perspex is a British name for this trademarked acrylic plastic. It's Player 3. Good. Player 3, you start us off. His father, James O'Neill, was a 19th century actor whose most famous role was the Count of Monte Cristo. Okay, Player 3. Yep. You get to pick again. Public disgust over his play Ghosts caused this Norwegian to retaliate in his An Enemy of the People. Okay, Player 1. Good. Player 1, you're in command of the board. Answer, the second daily double. And you have the lead. Player 1, give us a wager. All right, here's your clue. This Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright was related to John Sevier, the first governor of the volunteer state. You have maintained your lead. Way to go. Player 1, choose again. This Shakespeare contemporary is remembered for Dr. Faustus and for getting stabbed to death. Let's hear it, Player 3. Right. Player 3. A 1934 New York City taxi driver's strike led him to write Waiting for Lefty, the first of his plays to be produced. Let's hear it, Player 3. Right you are. Player 3, pick again. Here's Sarah to start us off.
When swallowing, the soft palate is raised to keep food from entering the nasal cavity, and this flap of cartilage moves to prevent food from entering the trachea.
Yes, Player 3. Good. Player 3. Pink, red, or purplish. A port wine stain is a large one of these, usually on the face or neck. Player 2. That's it. Player 2. Also called leukocytes, these blood cells defend the body against infection. Yes, player 2. Right. Player 2. The dura mater is the outermost protective layer that covers the spinal cord and this organ. It's player 3. Right. Here's the $2,000 clue. Unfortunately, high cholesterol can lead to atherosclerosis, in which these blood vessels become clogged. Okay, player 2. That is correct. All three of you will participate in Final Jeopardy right after this. Final Jeopardy still to come, and here's the category. Geometry. You need to select your wager. Here's the clue for you. It's an ellipse with an eccentricity of 0. And your response? How much do you add to your total with that correct response? What did you put as your response? How much do you add to your total with that correct response? Did you come up with the correct response? And this correct response will add how much to your score? Player 1, congratulations to you. Thanks for playing, everybody. See you next time.